Let's solve this inequality by first subtracting 4 from each side. Minus 4 and minus 4. So that we are left with 3x greater than 16 minus 4 is equal to 12. Then we divide each side by 3 in order to get rid of the coefficient in front of x. So we can say that x is is greater than 12 divided by 3, 4. For x minus 4 is less than 16. In order to solve this question, let's first add 4 to each side, plus 4 and plus 4, so that 4x is left alone. 4x is less than 20. Now we need to divide each side by 4, so that x is less than 20 divided by 4, 5. Let's expand the parentheses first. 8x plus 12 is less than or equal to 0. Now what we need to do is to get rid of this 12. And how do we do it? By subtracting that. These cancel out and we're left with 8x is it's less or equal than minus 12. Now what we need to do is to divide by 8 so that x is left alone. When we divide these by 8, we're going to have x is less than or equal to minus 12 over 8, or in other terms, x is less than or equal to minus 3 over 2. Expanding the parentheses, what we're going to have is 5x is less than 2x minus 8. Now let's get rid of this 2x by subtracting it from both sides. This way. What we're going to have is 3x here left is less than minus 8. So that x will be left alone by dividing each side by 3, which means that x is less than minus 8 over 3. We need to get rid of this 2 in the first step so that we expand each side by 2, which will give us x minus 3 is greater than or equal to 7 times 2, 14. Now we need to get rid of this minus 3 so that we add 3 to each side, so that we're left with x is greater than or equal to 14 plus 3, 17. We're supposed to show x is greater than 3 on the graph. Let's draw the graph first. Let's say this is the number line, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. X is greater than or equal to 3. So we found 3 here. This is the part that we're looking for. But the important point is, will 3 be included or excluded? Since we are asked x is greater than or equal to 3, 3 will be included. We're supposed to solve this question and show it on a number line. Let's do it so. We have to get rid of this plus 4 here by subtracting 4 from each side. Now we have that. We have only 7x in the left hand side is greater than or equal to 18 minus 4, 14. Now we need to get rid of the 7 by dividing 7 dividing each side by 7, and we're left with x is greater than or equal to 14 divided by 7, 2. Now let's show it in the on the number line. -1, let's say 0, 1, 2, and since the answer is x is greater than 2 or equal to 2, we have this part covered, and also we have that x is equal to 2, 2, so the answer includes 2, 2. This is the answer. 5y minus 15 is less than or equal to 0. In the first step, let's get rid of this minus 15 by adding 15 to each side. This is gone, and we have 5y is less than or equal to 15 here. Now let's get out 5, gets rid of 5 by dividing 5, and we have y is less than or equal to 3 here. And let's show it on the number line. Minus, and let's say it's 0, 1, 2, 3. I should have drawn it a little bit longer. My answer must be y is less than 3, which covers this area, and it is equal to 3, 2, so 3 is included too. This is the answer. Tricky question with a lot of 6 in here. Let's get over this minus 6 first. How to do that? We have to add 6 to each side. Plus 6 and plus 6. So we're left with 6t is greater than 6 plus 6, 12. Now let's get rid of the 6 in front of t by dividing by 6. Then we have t is greater than 12 divided by 6, 2. Let's show it on the number line. Let's say 2 is here, 0 cannot be here, right? 1 and 3. What we have is t is greater than 2, so let's show it this way here. However, t is greater than 2 but not equal to 2, so this point here must be empty. X minus 3 is less than 13. So let's get rid of this 3 here by adding 3 to each side, and we come up with 8x is less than 13 plus 3, 16. Now let's get rid of 8 here by dividing into 8. So we have x is less than 16 over 8, 2. My graph needs to show it clearly. Let's say this is 0, 1, 2, 3. So the area that I am looking for is here. X must be less than 2, but not equal to 2. Therefore, this point here is empty. Okay, let's solve this question first. And let's get rid of 3x here by subtracting 3x from each side, so that we have 3 here. 4x minus 3x is equal to x minus 4 is greater than 3. Now let's get rid of this 4 by adding 4 to each sides, and we have x is greater than or equal to 7. Let's show this on the number line. Let's say here is 7, 8, 6, 5, 9. X is greater than 7, so I'm going to mark this right hand side, and x is equal to 7 too, so I'm going to mark 7 2. This is the answer. Let's get rid of this x here so that we subtract x from both sides. X gone here, so that we have 4, and here we have 2x minus x is equal to x plus 3. Now let's get rid of the x, this 3 too, by subtracting 3 from each side by this, like this, and we have x is smaller than, less than, or equal to 4 minus 3, 1. Let's show it on the line. Let's say once here. 0, minus 1, 2, 3. X must be less than 1, so I mark this left hand side. And 1 must be equal to 2 because I have equal sign 2. This is the answer.